Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, I appreciate the support, and thanks for continuing to watch. I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded anything, and I just wanted to take this time, make this video to kind of showcase what's going on, what I'm up to, kind of where I've been, and yeah, kind of give you guys a little quick rundown of winter stuff, previous summer stuff. So yeah, get right into it. So first up, I know I think I had talked about this in kind of my bio, but my plans for the channel were kind of spring, summer, fall months. I was hoping to post some construction, landscape kind of stuff, kind of operating during those months, and I did post one video, but just throughout the year, the previous company that I was at and I also plowed at, I just didn't get kind of footage that I wanted to and hoped to. I do want to get more into dirt work, which is what I hope to start doing, and operating next year, kind of in the spring, summer, fall months. So I still hope to post that sort of video next year, and hopefully I'll get a lot more footage coming your way for that kind of work. After I left that company, I went back to school, got some certificates and licenses that I had been wanting to get, and I had been I needed to get to kind of help myself in finding a new career in that dirt world side of things. So I did get those around kind of October, mid-October. I am now with the current company, Village Green. They're kind of similar to the previous company that I was at over the summer, like kind of landscape construction kind of work, mowing, all that sort of thing. But I'm just helping them out, kind of trucking, moving equipment around, and then obviously plowing in the winter. They're a little bit bigger than the previous company I was at, so I'll be excited to show you guys kind of some neat equipment and setups that they got here in the winter. And that's kind of where I currently am at now. So I still will be doing plowing videos and hope to have a lot more this winter, even if it doesn't, they're saying not as crazy of a winter as last year, but I won't have any video restrictions as I did last year. The place that I was plowing at didn't allow filming, and if you did, you had to blur out their logos, and that turned out to be pretty much a pain in the ass. So I didn't get as much plowing footage of me at the site that I was at. I did still get some at where I went to help out other crews and other sites, but I'll hopefully have way more plowing footage this year. Even if it does snow less, I'll be able to film everything, which is exciting. I'll also be running a setup that's pretty exciting. It's a hydraulic wing plow. The brand is HLA. So it'll be my first full winter where I'll be running a hydraulic wing plow, which is exciting because that's kind of where the industry seems to be going. I know they can be super efficient if you know how to run one. So I'm excited to test that out, learn that, hopefully get pretty good with it, and yeah, bring you guys some sweet plowing footage this year. I'll still hopefully get some hauling footage and some pretty cool snow blowing footage. They have some pretty neat setups for that. So the setup that I will be using this winter, which I just talked about, is a hydraulic wing plow. I know I posted a video last year. We tested some Snow Wolf plows that they're still in the process of manufacturing. This specific plow is an HLA brand. It is, you know, also similar to a metal press. It's 20 feet long or wide if both the wings are tilted all the way out. So there's a 14-foot moldboard here, and then 3-foot wings on both sides. And then the wings, kind of a little explanation of how this works if you guys don't know, is this moldboard will tilt like left and right, kind of to a certain point. And these wings will rotate can also rotate independently of each other. So you can have this wing all the way forward or all the way backwards, and then vice versa. You know, you can have it in basically 180 degrees wherever you want them, independently. Like some of the Snow Wolves that are out there and I used last year, you have to basically angle both wings the same direction at the same time, so it limits you on what you can do with the plow. So this kind of setup is way more versatile and way more efficient. One of the only downsides about this specific HLA model is it doesn't have an active edge. It has a trip edge, which most plows have, but a lot of the plows like the Arctics, like I had last year, or metal presses, even Snow Wolf makes this now, where they have individual sections. So when you go over bumps, you're plowing, this one section will go over uneven terrain without the rest of the sections, lifting off the ground. It gives you a better scrape. So the one downside about this one in particular is it just has two big cutting edge sections. So if it goes over some uneven terrain, it might not scrape as good. Like I said, I haven't really ran one of these a whole lot, so we'll see. Luckily, the parking lots here at the place that I'll mainly be plowing at are pretty smooth, so hopefully we don't have too many issues with that. I don't think we will, but that's kind of the only downside that I've seen so far. The wings also have floating cutting edges on them. They're metal, so if they go over uneven terrain, you can see obviously they'll move up and down and contour to that. This is kind of what the back here looks like. Has these trip edges like I was talking about, so if you go over something, it will, if it's too like a curb or something, or a manhole, it will fold over, so it's not just a box style where if you ram it, you're gonna hit the windshield. This is its pivot point down in here, so this is what turns this whole plow left and right, and the moldboard. And then obviously the wings are controlled hydraulically, so they can go in and out. And I'll show you that kind of in the cab. It has two main hydraulic hoses here, and this is the electrical hookup on for the wings to control the hydraulics there. But yeah, it's plow's bigger than what I was running last year. I had an Arctic on a Doosan 250 last year. I believe it was a 16-footer, so if I have the wings all the way out, or some sort of variation, it will be larger, which is sweet, so I can move even more snow. Oh, that was the other thing, the cutting edges, speaking of them, they are pretty worn, and we know about it. They have some ordered, so those are supposed to be another few inches down. So hopefully, I still have, if we do have to plow here, I'll be fine, but that's probably a couple of vents, and they'll definitely need to be changed. Got some grease points down on the side there, on the trip edges, and then any kind of movement point on this. And then this whole plate here also slides up and down to kind of contour as well to the ground better. The loader that I'll be in this year is a John Deere 544J. This will be my first time plowing in a Deere, or using a Deere loader. I've been in Cats, Doosan, Volvo, trying to think, Case. So I've been in quite a few different brands. This will be my first year, like I said, using a Deere. I have used this specific loader. They wanted to get me a little familiar, so I've been helping them screen dirt and move material and stuff around at some of the yards. So I'm pretty comfy and in it now. I mean, all loaders are pretty much the same. They just have a little bit different feel and button layout and whatnot. I am pretty impressed with it so far. You know, there's a big debate on Deere and Cat, guys always have, and I've heard vice versa on Cat's terrible and Deere's terrible. So I'll kind of give you my feedback on what I think after the winter or during the winter. I think from what I've used it, I'm pretty impressed, pretty happy. It feels like it has good power, visibility is good, runs smooth. One thing about this loader that is really nice, and they try and have here, I mean, they have older stuff, but it's, you know, in good shape, good quality. They take care of their stuff. So it is a 05 model, so it's pre-def, pre-emissions, which is super nice. I know a lot of the newer stuff, and like the Doosan's that we had last year specifically, had a lot of issues with def and regen, especially when it got real cold. So I'll be eager to see if you know, I can feel a power difference or a performance difference this year. I think so far, I just not having that any sort of emissions deal with it, it feels a lot more powerful. The specs on this particular model, you know, you can look it up yourself, but I believe it's very similar to the 250 that I was running last year, the Doosan. Weight's a little bit bigger on the Doosan, and I believe the horsepower is actually a little bit more. But from what I've felt so far, it feels like it's a much beefier and powerful machine. So, you know, with this larger pusher too, I'll be curious, and I'll have to update you guys on kind of what I think. Another bonus this year is I have some snow tires on, which is really nice. So I'll have to see, you know, performance-wise and slippery conditions and plowing too, if that, you know, how much of a boost I feel running those. I believe these are snow tires. I don't, you know specifically how different brands of tire look, but I'm pretty sure this style of tread is a snow tire tread, or more of a winter tread. So if you guys are you know more about that and I'm wrong, let me know. But I know it's a different style. I believe the Doosan's had more of a dirt tire on. They're Double Coin brand, I believe is what it says. So yeah, if you know anything about that, let me know. But I believe they are winter tires, so I'll be curious to see without the emissions and the tires on them, plus the plow, how much more efficient I can be, you know, with this setup. Yeah, I'll give you a kind of a walk around again, and I'll go in the cab and kind of show you the setup in there, and how these things, the wings move and the plow moves. Like I said, it's an 05. There's, you know, very little rust, and they service and take care of their stuff, so I'm pretty impressed about that. I like that. Only thing that I might change on the front, there's no LEDs on this machine, which is fine, but I've noticed I've been working at night sometimes. I feel like I've been used to LEDs on most machines now. And the place that I'm at, I'll show you, but it's got good lighting, so I don't think it'll be an issue. But I might throw some LEDs up front there just to kind of help out. Because I did notice it was a little lackluster in the light department when there was no lighting where I was at. So yeah, there's a little walk around. And I'll hop up here in the cab and show you the inside. All right, so we're up here in the cab. Kind of got it in hyper view right now, just so you can hopefully see a little bit better of everything. But it's kind of the inside view here, sitting in the seat. You get your standard seat adjustments. This loader does not have a toggle switch for forward, neutral, reverse on the joystick. A lot of their loaders do. This one just does not. So shifting is done over here manually, forward, neutral, reverse with this lever. And then you got your gear selection here. This is kind of the display. I'll change the view here, hopefully. This is the display up front. You got all your gauges there, your menu. This machine actually does have 8,400 hours, which is, I mean, a fair amount. It's not a lot compared to some, you know, quarry machines and stuff like that, but it's definitely been used, but it doesn't feel like it, which again is nice. You got your parking brake down here, turn signal, steering wheel adjustment. This is your hydraulic function, so this is what will turn the plow left, right, or, you know, work any other attachment that you have on. So pulling or pushing out will turn it to the right, pulling back towards you will turn it to the left. This is your control panel here, ride control, lights, your automatic gear, your automatic transmission, attachment unlock, and then, you know, all the other basics, windshield wipers and bucket, lift, lockout functions, hazards. This is your toggle for your wings. It sucks it's back here, but it's the three-way switch that'll control. So in the middle, if it's in the middle here and you mess with the lever, it'll obviously tilt the plow left and right. If I flick it back, which is the right wing, and pull back on the the left wing, pull back on the lever, it'll move the wing out or back towards me. And if I push it the lever away from me, it'll pull the wing back in. And then if I flick this button all the way forward here, it'll control the right wing. And it's the same, pushing away, pulls it towards me, and then pulling it towards me, push it away. Got your in-cab heating functions there, radio. Good amount of space in here, I think, especially for being taller. You know, fair amount down here. You got a spot up here you can put stuff, and, you know, space over here. Windows open on both sides. They'll just pop out a little bit, and then obviously both your doors open. So yeah, that's kind of an in-cab view. Like I said, feels pretty comfy, especially for a lankier guy like myself. And I'll kind of update you on, you know, how the season goes, how I feel later throughout the season, and how, you know, comfortable I think it is. So yeah, that's kind of the in-cab rundown. Alright, hopefully you guys can see this. Next thing I wanted to show you guys, I just show you the machine and stuff. I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of what I'll be plowing and kind of the area I'll be in. I'm still up in Minnesota. Like I said, I'm just with a different company. I'm actually kind of right down the road from where I'm at, was at last year with the previous company. My main area is a pretty large shopping center. I don't know the exact square footage, but I would say it's pretty similar in parking lot size to, I mean, it's smaller than where I was last year, I'm pretty sure, but it's in relative size. So I'm kind of where the equipment is. I'm right back in here. which is where, like I said, I am now. Hopefully you guys can kind of see this, but it basically, there's a Target right here, which is that building, but this Haskell's, which is that loading dock right there, kind of straight back to that mailbox over there. From there all the way over to there's a Home Depot kind of back along this drive lane back here. So basically from that building to the Home Depot, and then everything in between, I'll be plowing. I'll be working with a skid loader and a truck here. They are subcontractors that they've been using for quite a while. Not at this particular site, but my area manager knows them really well, so hopefully that'll be a good kind of matchup and we can work pretty efficiently together and they know what they're doing. But that's kind of, will be us three will be here 24/7. And like I said, this from that Haskell's to the Home Depot here, all these little yellow marks, if you can see that, are where the snow goes. So this whole kind of back area back here, we can plow, or we can pile. Back area behind Home Depot, parking lot kind of islands through Home Depot, and then these retail centers kind of here, and then out there's some parking lots over there. Basically push, you know, everything down to this main road. I'll drive you guys around so you can kind of see it a little bit better. Overall, I mean, it's a large size area. The only crappy thing is pretty much all of these parking lots here have little tiny islands that have like either light posts, like it's like literally a 2x2 like square on each side of concrete. So you can't just like push everything without, you know, eventually running into a little island, which kind of sucks. But again, like I said, I'll have a skid loader so they can kind of take care of that stuff. But kind of my plan is to just like wing everything, you know, drive back and forth like this and wing everything out, and then just stack the piles down this way and kind of do the same thing at each of these parking lots. And obviously the backs, you can just wing it towards the back and then stack it. It's kind of my plan. We'll see, you know, how the winter goes and what I figure out is the most efficient way, but that's kind of what I've thought through so far, is to wing everything out past the islands, then, you know, drive back and forth like this, winging it out. Now that I have a wing plow, I think it'll be way more efficient. I'll hopefully have spending less time in reverse and more time, you know, making money plowing. So again, I'll see how that goes. First real year using one of these, and I don't really know the machine's limitations and how much it can hold, but I think in my head it sounds pretty good. So yeah, I'll kind of drive you guys around now so you can get a kind of a better look of what's going on here. Oh, and then the red on this map is sidewalks that the same company I work for clears. So that's, everything's in-house. For the most part, they do have a few subs. Like I said, I'll be working with 2 of them this winter, but majority of stuff, machines are all owned by them. Pushers, you know, whatever. So that's super cool that they're able to do that. Like I said, they take good care of their stuff. And I'll have a bucket here if I need to load or stack, and then I have a backup pusher here. Hopefully I won't have to use this thing ever, but if I do, I have this as a backup. It's not it is a bucket mount. You know, it'll do the job. But like I said, it's not for plowing. So yeah, I'll drive you guys around and kind of give you a quick overview of the site here. This is kind of the back area while I'm still out, and site goes all the way down to Home Depot there. So like I kind of showed you guys already, the back here, this big drive lane, the loading dock kind of behind me. If you guys see during plowing videos, pretty much anywhere where they have these pink flags, that's kind of their sign of where, you know, sidewalk ends or curb lines are and stuff. They run them, this company runs them down and everything, so you can kind of have a clear view of everything, which is nice. And then the larger plastic poly stakes are for any like fire hydrants or drains where you don't want to stack snow or pile anything ever. So yeah, it comes at a couple loading docks here, and then back there at the Haskell's. This building's probably the most busy. It has a furniture store, a Crunch Fitness, which is a gym, and it's like a pickleball court that they serve like food and drinks at, and that's pretty much busy 24/7. Home Depot is probably the second busiest, and probably the most annoying to plow because of all these islands that I'll kind of show you. But this drive lane continues around. Might not be able to tell, but from that photo that I was kind of showing you of the area we plow, or maybe driving around, but it is a decent sized area. I think with the plow I have and a skid and a truck, we'll definitely be able to keep up. Well, it continues around back here. You got the loading dock for Home Depot right there. The street is kind of the cutoff, obviously, that's city. Kind of wraps around here. And I'll show you kind of what I was talking about with the islands here, and then it's pretty much the same kind of deal at each of these other spots. So obviously we got islands down this way separating that main drive lane, but then you can see right there, I'll drive over there, but there's these little tiny islands that have trees in them, and we got these islands out here, or islands out here, and all the snow has got to go basically to the last set of islands, like right out here, and then the back. So kind of annoying, but my plan, like I said, was to get it past those first islands, kind of wing it all the way down here, push it past these islands, kind of wing it a little bit more, push it past those islands, and then wing it out to, you know, the last little bit there, and then stack it. That kind of seems like, to me, the most efficient way, and then I'll always be pushing instead of having to, you know, push one way and then reverse, like with a regular pusher. You know, maybe if you guys, you know, think of something else, let me know, or I'll let you know what I kind of figure out. You know, it might be more efficient to maybe go like back and forth this way and push it down so I can shoot it down these drive lanes. Not really sure yet, but we'll kind of see. That's kind of my plan, like I said, right now. These are these little islands that I'm talking about that are scattered kind of throughout the place. Really, really stupid and annoying, but probably just a city code thing where you got to have plants every so often, and I guess they want to protect their light poles. I don't know, something, but pretty dumb. And then you come out here, we got this whole drive lane here from the main road. It comes down this way, and then this is the Crunch Fitness, the Pints and Paddles is what it's called, and the furniture store. This is the most busy out of the lots that we plow. So this will probably kind of be, this and Home Depot will be the priority. Got a pretty large sidewalk that goes all the way down. Islands kind of separating it, and then again these little small dinky islands, but it's more spread out, so when there's not cars, again my plan was to kind of go back and forth, you know, keep winging it down, spend as much time in forward plowing as I can, and then all the snow goes down to this back island here, or this back curb line, I guess. And it's, you know, it's busy at this crunch. They open pretty early. The Pines and Paddles, even, there's like a lot of older people that I guess come in the mornings and play. So it's pretty busy 24/7. And there's some sidewalks in here. There's another big drive lane that's kind of divided by an island to my right. Here we also plow this drive lane, and then there's a parking lot right here with more of these islands. All the snow goes down to the end again, but it's not, this is mainly like employee parking for other places around here. Like I said, this will be kind of last priority because not many people use it. And then these pink flags, like I said, are kind of indicators of what we do and what we don't do. So yeah, that's one parking lot there. And then we got a split here. And there's the Target we don't do, which is kind of annoying. It'd be sweet to just do this whole thing, but also kind of a blessing because it's super busy 24/7 and it'd be a nightmare during the day to plow that, even at night. But we kind of got this little turnaround thing here, and then like I was saying, the Haskells, you can kind of see the split off with the Target right there. They basically take that and like make a line all the way down. There's like 2 entrances over here to my right. It'd be kind of hard to show, but we do everything up until this red mulch kind of starts right in front of me. You probably can't see it, but where that black Buick is by the Target shopping cart holder, I know those are, it's a Target, but technically that's part of the lot that we do. So we do everything up to that shopping cart deal, and then obviously everything that I just showed you. So it'll be a lot busier than most of the places I showed plowing last year. The main place that I was at, obviously I couldn't show you guys, but that was busy. Not as busy as here, but that'll be interesting. I know some people had asked last year, you know, how do you plow when there's cars and stuff moving around? You know, a lot of our sites are more retail like this, so hopefully I can show you kind of how I tackle this, or how I figure out how to tackle it, and maybe you guys can learn something. But yeah, hopefully, you know, like I said, we get some snow here soon. It's right now, what is it, the 7th of December, and we haven't had any snow so far. I mean, we have technically, but I don't count it. It's been 2 kind of dustings, which is really odd for Minnesota. It's been really warm. I know a lot of the country has been. Like today it got up to 52. So I'm hoping it, you know, cools down here and next little while, and at least January through March we get some decent snow, so I can kind of show you guys the setup in action and get some cool footage for you. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Drop them down in the comments. I also am curious if what you guys kind of want with as far as like what kind of plowing footage. Like, do you want in cab? Do you want out of cab? Do you want full length videos with no edits? Do you want the cuts kind of like I was doing last year, where there's, you know, the less boring or the more boring stuff cut out? Do you want shorter videos? Yeah, let me know, down in the comments. I might do a poll here and see what you guys like. Or if you want, multiple different things, I can post different videos. I can post one with cuts. I can post a full-length video, the whole night, whatever. This year I hopefully plan to get another camera, have a GoPro in the cab most of the time, and then also have one strictly outside doing time-lapse or outside footage. I know some people have asked to see that kind of style where they can see the machine working more and hear that kind of stuff. So yeah, let me know again down in the comments what you guys want to see, what you guys like. Hopefully I continue to get some quality stuff out there for you, and hopefully it snows here. So yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, I just wanted to give everyone an update of where I'm at, what I want to do, summer stuff, more dirt work, hopefully get with a company next year where I can do that, show that side of things. And then winter, I still plan to do plowing. And even in the future, I've had the idea of possibly starting out my own thing, buying some equipment and taking you on that kind of journey as well. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you when it snows.